Hey y'all, welcome back to the Unofficial Official Podcast. So we go quickly, like real quick, touch on the Quavo versus Chris Brown, how I feel about it. But before that, can I just say this whole keyboard trend that's going on right now? I ain't feeling it. When they be like, look between these two letters, this is what you are, that's what you are. I'm like, bro, why? Like, who started this trend and thought this would be a good idea? Because the way somebody said, look between the letters, it was like K and M. And it was like, that's what this challenge is. It just don't make sense. I'm like, exactly. Like, just stop. Just chill. But on to this whole Chris Brown and Quavo thing. I'm going to be honest, y'all. I've been rocking with Chris Brown since I was a kid. Like, that's, we got to see actor Chris Brown the dancer, Chris Brown the singer. I mean, it's like this man can really do anything. Like, don't play with him. But in terms of the, like, whole diss thing, I heard Quavo's. Here's the funny thing about Quavo's. Baby, yours have been on my timeline for all the wrong reasons. Like, when I've seen you on TikTok, Twitter, or Instagram, they're making fun of your, like, that Quavo. When it comes to Quavo, when I've seen him on anything, like, any of my social media platforms, 80% of the time, they're making fun of what he did. That's just what it is. I mean, sometimes, how they say silence is the best answer. But also, sometimes it's just you having to, like, really take your time. I feel like he was like, oh, I got to put something out. I feel like that was Quavo. Like, I got to put something out. Like, he just ain't about to win this. But I also feel like he probably could have took his time, like, and just wait, and to make the anticipation real. Because what he put out, I'm not saying it was bad, but it gave, like, your teacher, like, turn in the assignment now. And you like, all right, here you go. But it's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Chris Brown did what he had to do. But then I want to say, also this week, it was Jill Scott. I think it was Jill Scott. It was one of our aunties respectfully putting people in their places when it came to, like, Chris Brown and his past. Because, people always bringing the past up. And the thing is, y'all know that situation. Like, Rihanna has forgiven him. Like, I feel like it's one of those situations where y'all all got to move on. Because the parties involved have moved on. You know what I'm saying? And I truly feel like Chris Brown he has kids now. So I can't say he's changed. I don't know the man personally, but I feel like he's a different person than who he was back then. So that's my take on, like, when people sit here and try to bring up, well, you did this in the past. It's like, hey, and he did his time. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was held accountable. He did his time. And it's like, I don't know. But in terms back onto the beef thing or the diss thing, I feel like everybody just dissing everybody nowadays. Like, let me back up. And then it's one line that Chris Brown said that I feel like, in my personal opinion, could have been excluded, okay? My personal opinion was the one line where basically he said Takeoff, is the one that died, but they wish it was you, referring to Quavo. And I was just like, all right, that won't necessary. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's already so much violence, especially in the Black community. So I just feel like we could have, like, really done with that line, like, be gone. Right now, that just seems to be, like, the music industry thing, dissing and putting out songs like this and that. And I'm like, okay. Like, my friend, the first time I actually listened to it, my friend sent it to me. I ain't really actually sat down and listened to either side, Chris Brown or Quavo. I was like, the boys are beefing. Like, it's always somebody beefing. But, yeah, until my friend said, hey, listen to this. I was like, oh, Chris Brown actually went in. Like, he went in. And I listened to Quavo, and Quavo, like, it's not, like, bad. It's just, like, it gave, like I said, you rushed the assignment. Like, you didn't understand the assignment all the way. But that's cool. That's my personal opinion. That's really all I got to say. Yeah, that's really all I gotta say. It ain't too much. I ain't about to go and sit here and decipher every bar that they said to each other. Like, that ain't me. But yeah, let me know what y'all thoughts is on the whole dissing battle going on right now between Chris Brown and Quavo. I feel like it's gonna be, done by next week. It's just gonna be something of the past. But I know Shade Room gonna have that on their calendar. Y'all know how they do the calendar each month? Best believe for April they will have this whole Chris Brown and Quavo. Oh, and Shotzi gonna make that calendar too. I feel it. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, that's it for today. Yeah, I'm out of here, y'all.